Yo, what is up, guys? This is RizzyPOW, and this is my week 2 of the TBU up against Scizors. I'm in the Orsomerset Scizors. I think that's his name. Probably pronounced it wrong, but whatever. And yeah, this is actually not going to be a live comm. I'm actually going to be post-comming over the live comm. I've seen a lot of people do this as of late, and I wanted to try it out instead of just doing a post-comm. I thought this might be a little bit more interesting. So make sure you guys tell me how you guys like it. I know Trip has done this, and also Merc has done this. I really like the way that Merc has done it, actually. I mean, I like the way that both of them have done it, but yeah, so as you can see, the team preview, he didn't actually bring Dublade or even Gudra, which was really surprising. He did bring Licky, so I kind of expected that instead of Gudra. And yeah, so I did pick Nidoqueen first, and also, what else was I going to say? I was going to say something, and I forgot, but I can't remember now. But yeah, he didn't bring them, so I've checked all of his Mons. The scariest thing was Mamoswine plus Azumarill. If they're both banded, very scary. Even if one of them is Life 4, one of them is banded, that's still going to be doing a ton of damage to my team, and I'm really scared about that. But the only lead matchup that would kind of be bad would be Mamoswine, which is actually a really good lead on his part if he does do that. Just in general, it's a nice lead overall, which he does do it, which is fine because I do have Suicune to switch into this. I was expecting him to either go for Rocks. It might be a Sash lead, although I didn't think Sash lead was very probable versus my team. I thought it would be Life Orb or Banded. So I'm just going to switch it on Suicune. It's max defensive, so it should be able to take it decently well. It's not going to appreciate it too much, but it can still take it, and I can fire off a Scald. And he is just going to go for the Earthquake. That is going to do quite a bit of damage. I'm going to get some leftovers health back, but still, I do not appreciate taking that too much because Suicune does not get that reliable recovery besides Rest, which I do have. I'm Raccoon, so yeah, I'm just gonna go fire off a Scald right here because he does not have a proper Scald switching besides Licky. So I was expecting maybe that would be his switch-in. He might have Shed Skin Scrafty, and that might be his switch-in, but then I have Roar if he wants to set up. So he does switch on his Licky. I'm gonna go for his Scald, and the way that he switched in his Licky on this is I'm really expecting Dragon Tail because if I was Crocoon, I would completely set up on this thing. So I'm just gonna go for a second Scald, expecting him to Dragon Tail me out. I also want to try getting the burn, scout out his set, and he is Dragon Tail, so that means he's probably not Thunder Wave or Heal Bell, which is nice information to know. He is Burn now, which is also really nice, and I get detailed out into Nidoqueen, which is perfect. I can start setting up my hazards as I do. Toxic Spikes are now on the field, so he's gonna Wish Up. And that's fine with me because I'm just gonna try getting my hazards up right now. As next, I'm gonna go for my rocks. I could get double layers Toxic Spikes, but I already had one layer up, which is fine with me. I want to get rocks, and if I had a chance, I would definitely get up my second layer. But right now, I'm just gonna go for my rocks right here. He definitely was thinking about this play for a little bit, because he didn't want me to set up hazards all over him. As he's just going to go for another Dragon Tail. He didn't really need to go for the Protect right there. And yeah, I go ahead into this thing. So right here, I was just thinking I'm probably just going to flinch him down. I know he doesn't have T-Wave, so that's really nice. His offensive move is probably either Return or Body Slam even. Body Slam would be actually annoying because he could get the Paralyzation or Knock Off. And if he had Knock Off, he was going to get rid of my Expert Belt, which would kind of suck, but it's fine. I'm not too bothered in losing that. It wouldn't do too much damage to me because Rachi is just relatively bulky, and Licky, it's not bulky. He might even have Fire Blast, but I didn't really expect him if he was mono attack. So I'm just going to go for Iron Heads. I can potentially flinch this thing down. It's going to be doing about 30%. I can also scout a little bit more for his set. He's also burned, so knockoff really isn't going to be doing that much. And he actually goes on a RizzyPOW, which is fine. If the only thing that I thought he could have gone out into right here was Jolteon, because that's the only thing that can really check me if it specs. And if it specs, I'm pretty sure I can even live one Shadow Ball. Actually, I can't because I'm minus Bidef Nature. But I'm just going to go for the Fire Punch right here. And if he went into Jolteon, I was going to get some damage off. And if on the Iron Head, I would get some damage off even if it was resisted. And Fire Punch, I would still get some damage off. Fire Punch would be more damage, obviously. I have the chance for the burn, so I wouldn't mind if he goes on a Jolteon. I kind of expected Jolteon right here. Or I was actually thinking that he would potentially go into Scrafty, and if he's Intimidate Scrafty, that means his Fire Punch damage is actually going to put him in range of play Rough. So I don't mind if he goes down to Scrafty, like pivots down to Scrafty, or he might even potentially just stay in, but he actually just goes out into Scrafty. He has some really amazing nicknames. If you guys have not could not tell, he has RizzyPOW, LickyPOW. Amazing nicknames, but yeah, Fire Punch is gonna put him in damage, in range of play Rough. Actually, even one poison hit would have actually put him in range of play Rough, but yeah, whatever. So I'm just gonna click play Rough right here. Best play. I'm really hoping it doesn't miss because that's a 90% accuracy, and that's always the worst. But we do hit our play Rough. We got that play Rough thumbnail material right there, so that's pretty cool. We did get play Rough to work. I'm really happy that play Rough actually worked. It got a kill. I'm so happy about that. It was kind of hard to gen, but I ended up getting it to work, so that's really nice. It was annoying to gen, but it worked and it paid off, so that's really nice. Right here, what does he actually end up going out into? I don't remember. I think Jolteon probably, because that's his only real check to this. I think Jolteon. Yeah, he goes on a Jolt Power. And I'm just gonna go out into my my Snorlax right here, as he actually goes for the Rain Dance. So this tells me that he's probably not Specs. He might be Life Orb still, but I'm really thinking he's Damp Rock. The Rain Dance actually really annoying me because my only way of checking Scizor is through Fire type attacks. Although Scizor is pretty weakened right now because of the crit Iron Head, which kind of sucked, but it wasn't that big of a deal. I can still Revenge Kill it. I was thinking about just straight up going for a Fire Blast right here, in case he went out into Scizor, but I just decided to go for the return. I think that was my better play overall. I was also considering going for the Earthquake, but in case, you know, because it was a neutral play, it would hit everything on his team. But I decided to end up just going for the return. As he does go for the Volt Switch, that's not really going to do anything to me. I don't even have any HP or Spadef investment, and it does literally nothing to the Snorlax. As he actually does go into Zoomer, which I could not believe. I don't understand why he went out of this, because now he's looking super weak to Lucario, because now he's at an amount of health with either Azumarill or Mega Scizor to be able to check Lucario, and I just need to get a little bit more damage off on Jolteon, which is only check remaining to Lucario for me to sweep. So that is pretty nice. I have to put in a range of Extreme Speed, and it's already poisoned, so it shouldn't be too difficult to wear down with rocks and everything. But I'm actually going to sack off my Lax right here. I was expecting me to be banded. He would not OHKO'd me if he wasn't banded. And Snorlax was not that big of a deal to sack because he did not bring Doublade, which was one of the main reasons why I brought it, to be able to give me a good check to Doublade. Besides Suicune, I want another check, and he did not bring Doublade, so I decided to sack it. It was my useless thing on the team. I had to sack something at that point, and I was debating here whether to go to Mega Latios or Lucario, but I ended up going Lucario, even though I would be able to. I was going to end up taking a Life Orb hit. Whereas Mega Latios would just T-Bolt it because it's locked. He can't go for Aqua Jet. I ended up going to Lucario because it literally gets a kill right here. Like, he doesn't have any switch-ins, and it puts a lot of pressure on him. It also forces him out to go out into Jolteon after I kill this Azumarill to check it. Whereas if I went to Mega Latios, he actually sacks off Jolteon right here. I'm not sure why he did this. Well, I kind of know why, because he made a mistake on the speed tier of Lucario, so he thought he had checks in this still, but he didn't. So I'm just going to go for extreme speed, and literally Lucario wins now because his only remaining check, he just sacked off to Lucario. I'm not sure why he did that, because Azumarill was literally about to die anyway, and it dies to rocks. So there was not much point in doing that. What happened was he actually thought that Lucario is base 70 speed, because on the TBU dock, it actually says base 70 because right now, because I changed it off the bench, it has Poliwrath stats for Lucario, but still, he should have probably prepped a little bit better and known that Lucario's actual speed is base 95. He doesn't even bother going for the Bullet Punch right here because he assumed he outsped, which kind of sucks for him, but yeah, I did end up outspeeding. I went for the close combat, and He now goes for the Mammal Swine. Right now, I guess he's confused, and thinks this thing outspeeds, but he doesn't. So I'm just gonna go for the close combat right here and finish this thing off. I was thinking that maybe he would force me to go for close combat on his other mons, like his Licky and stuff, to the point where I was at -2, and then Ice Shark could kill me, and then I would probably go out in Suicune to preserve the 5-0, but yeah, I thought that's what he might do, but he didn't end up doing it, so Lucario's just going to get another kill. So all he has left is Azumarill and Licky. So what kind of sucked about this game is that he did forget about the speed tier in Lucario, so kind of made me feel like this wasn't as much as a deserved victory, which kind of sucked. I'm pretty sure even if he did remember, I'm pretty sure I had a really good chance to win anyway. I'm pretty sure I was going to win anyway because I had a lot of momentum going on and stuff. I was playing well, and I'm amazing Bowler, but it would definitely have not been a 5-0. I don't know if I would have still won. I think I would have probably still won if he didn't sack off Jolteon right there, but he did, which kind of sucks, unfortunately, about the speed tiers and stuff, but what can you do? Yeah, so Lucario ended up killing this thing. So Lucario ended up getting 4 kills, which actually puts it on the MVP race, which is kind of crazy. Is a total of 5 kills right now and 1 death. Yeah, that was a pretty good game. Good game, Sciz. Make sure you go check him out. He's a hilarious guy. He had the most amazing nicknames, if you could not tell. Amazing nicknames. Even last week they were funny, but yeah, he's a really funny guy. So make sure you go check him out. He does upload TBU battles. I think that's it, as well as the team builders. But yeah, if you guys did not see my team builder, make sure you go watch it from yesterday. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Make sure you go leave a like if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already and you want to do that kind of stuff. Also, give me feedback on how you guys like this way of recording. And yeah, that's it. We are now not 0-0. We are now 1-1 with a +0 differential. So we are still back in this. We can do well. Next week we go up against Eric, Ashton Nakai, who we did face in the GBC already. We did win that match, so it's going to be my second time going up against Eric, and I'm really excited for that. It's going to be a fun match, and I hope to see you guys soon. Peace.